Welcome everybody to Iowa Speedway. We are live here for the Asylum Racing Truck Series, about to go 120 laps around a very tough racetrack. I'm just going to be straight up honest. This is a tough one. This is a fun track. I'm not going to lie. It's a very driver's track. The drivers actually have to work the car this time in order to get around this place in Victory Lane. And to be honest, we're going to have some good times. We're going to have some fun in this one. I think we might see a little bit of cautions at the first start of this, but it's going to be a great show no matter what. So I am very much looking forward to tonight. Coming in tonight, it is Melvin White currently leading the points, only by 1 point, with Sean Dower and Jay Adair. That has changed since last week. This is week number 4, so still got a few weeks left before the championship, before we crown a champion. So of course we race 12 weeks in this season, so see how all of it plays out tonight, and it's going to be a fun one. As I mentioned, this track very tough to wheel your truck around this place. Look at the temp, there you go, clear skies at 75 degree and 76 degree track temperature. Iowa Motor Speedway, as I just mentioned, is a 7/8 of a mile paved oval in Newton, Iowa. Welcome to corn country. It's going to be a good one. So right now the driver's in a little bit of a driver's meeting, and we'll be rolling here in just a few moments. Right now, how many drivers we got? 13, and I think we got a couple of new guys in here. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I seen a couple of new guys join. So hopefully one of them guys can get up there and battle it out. I'm sitting here looking right now at the times. Melvin White, your current points leader, currently back in 6th. Sean Dower up in 3rd. Danny Rogers and Justin Brown is going to be the two guys to really watch out for. Currently 1st and 2nd, right on the heels of each other, actually. Justin Brown only was leading practice for a long time. Now it's just Justin right behind him. So we'll see how it plays out. But you can see the lights are on, so that does help a little bit. The sun's not out, so these cars are not going to be sliding around too much. Let me read some of the comments. Hey, can you shoot my... Can you shout out my friend? You're a really big fan. Who's your friend? Freddie? No, shut him out. Why not? Shut him out. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Freddie Munoz, so hot for this race. It is gonna be a fun race. I don't know, man. Like when it comes to short tracks, and I consider this a short track, it's a unique place. I'm not gonna lie. We could see some trucks actually starting to roll some of the high side, especially down in turns 3 and 4. You can hear the trucks rolling off right now. That is because the practice or the driver's meeting is official concluded tonight. But we just heard Dan Matson's comment, said that he's not racing tonight. Dan, I'm thinking about you, man. I've been reading your Facebook statuses, so hope everything's going well. Hopefully, definitely it's worth it, which I'm sure it probably is, to be completely honest. So proud of you, buddy. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay strong. So you can see the truck out on practice, out on the track practicing a little bit. Let me know right now in the comments, what is your favorite short track in motorsports? It don't matter if it's for super late models, don't matter if it's for NASCAR. What is your favorite short track? And like I said, I do consider this a short track. It's under a mile, so I consider it a short track. So let me know, what is your favorite? I think mine, I'm kind of biased with Bristol because I live here, so that would be my number 1. But I think my second favorite short track, man, I don't know, that's tough. Maybe Martinsville, just because I think Martinsville puts on some great races. Anyway, we'll find out. Qualifying about to begin here. And I want to welcome everybody. Everybody head over and check out DCM Sim Gear. There we go. Make sure you check them guys out. Great group of people. And let's see, we got Haley Harper chiming in on Facebook, says Go 51. Lindsay Harper in here right now currently. Got some fans. It's awesome. I like seeing the family or somebody like that support a cause like this, I guess, or a reason like this. Also, guys, we got some things going on right now for breast cancer awareness. So I'll post that in both chats. Share that, please. And it's not going to let me share the one on PayPal. So if it's not going to let me share it all on YouTube. So guys on YouTube, you can go over and help out by going to our Facebook page and you can see it. qualifying is underway. Here we go. Driving right now, Danny Rogers in that number 1 Chevrolet. Oh, a little bit of blink on his end. Let's see who else is out on track. I know we got some Lindsey Harper fans. We're going to actually hop over there in just a moment. See how they're going in that 51 truck. Danny right now working off turn 2. Down a short backstretch, really bumpy. A little bit of bleeding issue. So we'll go ahead and hop back. Danny's probably going to jump up to the pole here pretty early. Here comes Lindsey taking a green flag. Down in the turn 1. Right now, Charles Luttrell. Danny Rogers jumps up, 22.107. Luttrell back to second. Paul Bilson jumps up, second place now. We'll hop over here in a minute. There's on the shoreline. Here comes Lindsey out of turn 4. That 51 truck. Got a close-up view of that truck. He's running out. Very cool looking truck, by the way. Lindsey currently in 6th place now. Justin Brown did reset. Sean Dower in number 62. You can see that back end almost sliding around. You really got to push it off these turns, and that back end usually does want to kick out quite a bit. Riding on board, get an idea of how bumpy this place actually is. Especially here going into turn 1 where it really starts getting bumpy. Dower going to work out a 4. Let's see what kind of lap he puts down. Coming to the white flag for him. Looking to move up. He jumps to 4th. Definitely not probably what he wanted. Here's Justin Brown. Justin probably not going to be too happy. Let's see how he does here on his lap. I think this might be his only lap that he gets. Pretty solid. I know he definitely wanted more. Down to second. I think he messed up on his first lap. Tristan Rogers out there, number 85, coming off turn 4. Currently 7th place right now. Crossing the start-finish line. Will he move up? He does not. Stays at 7th. Gary Schmidt jumped up to 3rd place. That's a pretty solid lap. A 2.72. See him right there. What do y'all think of that paint? That Toyota Tundra. My ex-wife paint. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I think we're about done with qualifying. We got one guy that has not qualified. Points leader Melvin White has not been out onto the track. So waiting to see if he heads out or not. In the meantime, we got about 2 minutes or so left here in the qualifying session. Before we get going, this race 120 laps, so 120 miles, or a little less than 120 miles. People that don't know, this track opened back up in 2006. Yeah, 2006. It cost $70 million to complete. So actually, today's standards, that's pretty cheap for a racetrack. Of course, this track is 7/8 mile, and of course the IndyCar races here as well. So pretty cool there. Before we get ready to roll, guys, a little bit of information about tomorrow's broadcast. We broadcasted a Western Super Series tomorrow, so I can go ahead and break the news on that. Starting next week, we will be broadcasting the Asylum Xfinity Series on Tuesday nights, every other Tuesday. So we will be with them guys on Tuesday nights, every other Tuesday. So really cool, and glad that they actually wanted me to come on and broadcast that. I really believe in what these guys are doing, and there is a few leagues that I say that about, but this one is one of them. So anyway, check out DCM Sim Gear. You can go to dcmsimgear.fws.store. There's a place to get your iRacing iFlag, iRacing pit board, wheel adapters, and all that stuff. And they make some cheaper, or they are cheaper than the competition. I apologize. And their pit boards are actually a little bit bigger. I think they run a 3.5-inch screens compared to a 2.8, and they're less expensive. I may have to get me one of them. Sit here reading about it. Pretty cool. But check them out. I believe that they got 3D printed cases as well. Pretty neat stuff there. Matthews Motorsports for the win. Of course. Matthews Motorsports. Justin Brown, I believe, and Paul Bilson, correct? All right, here we go. Think about this. Pop this up. as the grid has started to take place. There's a look at row number 1. Here's row number 2. Of course, Danny Rogers is going to be leading us to the green flag. Row 3, we got Sean Dowler, Charles Luttrell, Tristan Rogers, Ronald Sherline, Joe Morgani. Anxious to see what Joe can do tonight. Lindsey Harper on off 10, Timothy Collins, Brian Kenna, and Melvin White, your police leader. Let me see if I can grab Danny Rogers. I don't know if he's ready yet, so might have to wait here just a moment. There you go, looking at some of the trucks here on pit road. Getting ready to roll here in just a moment. Danny Rogers right there. See if I can find him. I don't know if he's actually in here. There he is. Danny Rogers, you got me.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Adam?
Pretty good, man. You're going to be rolling off here in first place tonight. And, of course, right behind you, you've got Justin Brown. Both you guys pretty fast in practice. Talk us through it, man. What's this race going to be like tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I told the guys earlier, I haven't really ran these trucks very much. I'm more of a Xfinity driver. But I'll tell you what, I love Iowa, man. You got to have good throttle control. You got to be able to roll in the corner, kind of save your tires. Here, I mean, qualifying, you're pretty much all out. But here in the race, I'm just going to try to conserve tires as much as I can. Try to stay up front and hit my pit marks every time.
Yeah, and of course, that first pit stall always important here, especially in a place like this. You basically full throttle straight off pit road across that green line or whatever you want to call it, recommended green columns. So that's always important. But talk a little bit about tires, man. Tires usually fall off here pretty quick. You kind of mentioned it a little bit. How important will that be tonight to save it? Do we expect a line to possibly move up to the maybe even a third groove?
Yeah, possibly. What I'm going to try to do to conserve, I'm just going to try to run middle to the top, because the more you run on the bottom here, it will wear the right front out quick.
Yep.
And it's all about throttle control here, man. It reminds me of a lot of our dirt track racing, man. Because after about 20 laps, the trucks are slipping and sliding. You got to really be careful with them.
Well, man, it's gonna be fun because I like short tracks, and who doesn't? So go out there and see what you can do. I'll be up there watching.
All righty, well, I'm just going to take it easy here the first 50, 60 laps. For Justin, he'll be a handful to deal with. I've raced with him before. He's a really good fast driver, too. So
good luck, buddy.
It ought to be fun, man. Thank you, Adam.
Back down. Get ready to go green. I think my internet was having a little bit of trouble there. I see that blink just for a second. I think that could have been on my end on that one. It's okay, though. Get ready to roll. What do we got in here? Got quite a few drivers in here. Let's see. Pace lights are off, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet. Oh, Tristan as well. Sorry, I was looking at the Discord and it messed me up. I was looking to see who was in there. Robert Dudley, haven't seen him in a while. I remember wrecking Robert a couple months ago. I felt so bad for wrecking him. To be honest, I haven't raced it really since I wrecked him because I kind of felt really bad. So, yeah. Good to see you though, Robert. I'm a fan of Robert's broadcast. He does streaming on Facebook. Dudley Brothers Racing, always a great streamer. Pace car about to drop in. That Ford Mustang pace car leading us through turn 3. Danny Rogers blinking just a tad. It'll be okay though. Here we go. Pace car is going to duck in on that left-hand turn. And the green flag is out at Iowa Speedway. Great start right there by Danny Rogers. Second place right now, trying to close it up. And Paul Bilson in that 31. I apologize. Gary Schmidt, I apologize. And single file, you can see right there. Everybody getting single file pretty early here. Definitely something. We just talked to Danny Rogers. He goes to the low line here in turn 4. He said he may run the high line, but Justin Brown may see it otherwise. He's going to use the momentum, but first lap does go to Rogers, leaving lap point here. Everybody else pretty much single file. We do got a truck exiting pit road. Lindsey Harper elected to start for the pits. So probably a good case. You never know. If you're not real comfortable with it, it ain't going to hurt you by any means. Still watching this battle from the lead right now. That momentum could be switching over here very quickly. Looking back on board with Rogers right now, running down into turn 3 or 1 2. Here comes that 81 truck. That Cessna Chevrolet, followed by the Toyota back in third place with Gary Smith. These two guys here. Comes the 81 to the inside. Justin Brown trying to get the lead, not going to be able to get it. So what is the one going to do down here in turn one? He's going to give it up as we have a new leader. Justin Brown takes the lead out of turn number 2 and now leading down the backstretch. So let's go back a little bit further. It is chaos back through here as Timothy Collins on that low side running that pink breast cancer. I want to thank Timothy for running that, by the way. Always awesome. Right behind him, Melvin White and Ronald Sherline. Charles Luttrell there as well. And this right here kind of evening out right now. You see Ronald here going down to turn 2 and excellent turn 2, and everybody back single file once again. Sean Dower put a little bit of pressure on as the battle up in front of him. Gary Smith and Paul Bilson going at it for the 3rd place right now. Last time by, it was Gary a little bit faster out of turn 4. Fastest car on the track at the moment is still Justin Brown with a 22.483. About a 10th faster, actually, than our 2nd place driver. Here comes Sean Dower. Not going to be able to get the room up. That gap looks closed pretty quick on that 62. Here he comes once again, looking underneath the 15. Down in turn 3. So it's interesting, you already see some of this line actually moving up quite a bit in turn 3. That's very interesting to me because I thought we would see trucks more down there towards the bottom early on. And right now, these trucks are running that little groove, and that's where basically every one of these guys are staying. So how are you going to make the pass? That is the question. And I'm going to give you the answer because I'm like Jeopardy. I know it all, apparently. Anyway, we watch Sean Dower. What you want to do to actually set up a pass at Iowa Speedway, especially on our tires, and I don't know what that was from. See a little bit of smoke out of someone. But anyway, what you want to do is basically get through the corner, roll the center of the corner better, and it'll help you on the exit. From that aspect, you have to get it to the inside or outside of the truck in front of you. The difference is you're going to be going inside. You have to stay side by side going into the corner. You're not going to be able to make a pass super early into the corner. You're going to have to do it on going into the corner to be side by side, and then use that momentum and basically put a slide job on. A lot of slide jobs actually happen here at this track. That is one thing I will say 100% that is accurate. We heard Danny mention it earlier. That the slide jobs tend to, or the dirt aspect comes into play here over the long run. That is a definition of the slide job. We're going to have to see that actually happen in order for some of these guys to get around each other. We're still watching the battle right now for 4th place as Dower trying to battle Bilson for the 4th spot. Here we go, side by side. Now, can Dower keep this momentum on the exit? Does not appear. Here comes the 15. 62 is still there, so he is going to have the momentum. This is exactly how you got to go about setting a pass. It is very tough in order to get around. What Dower's going to have to do is keep that side by side and then basically dive bomb, driving it super deep, slide up in front, and be able to take that spot away. A little bit further back, here we go, Joe Morgani and Melvin White. Morgani has picked up a couple spots here. Started at 9th, has picked up a spot. Last lap, currently a 23.276. You can see the difference in the tire fall off already. A 23.487. His best lap is a 22. So the fall off already is almost over a second for our leader and for everybody else. So it's going to continue to happen. We're only 13 laps in. Imagine what it's going to be when we hit around 20 laps or so. Justin Brown currently out front. Last lap, we'll check the line again. Last lap of 22.780. Keep in mind his best lap is a 24.336. And there you see the previous lap as he comes back to the start-finish line. So there's yet another example. Once again, a 10th fall off just on that one lap. Jump a little bit further back. There you go, a 22.932 for the number 1 of Danny Rogers. These two guys right now over a second difference on the track. Right now about 1.1 seconds back. Battle's still going to be right now. Sean Dower and Gary Smith coming out of Ford. Dower trying to figure out a way to get around him. One thing I will mention is that if you're able to keep your tires cool enough, it does tend to help on the long run. Once again, that is tough to do. The track is not hot by any means. It has heated up 3 degrees since the drop of the green flag. It was 75 at the start of qualifying or in practice, up to 78 now. Here comes the 62, a little bit of a bobble from the 31. Not going to be able to get there this time, but he is going to be able to try to run him down as they work through turn 2. There comes the momentum. Now Dower has to keep this up and dive bomb it in. Let's see if he's going to be able to slide up. Now, and he's not going to be able to get him on the exit. And there you see you have to get the break a little bit, and Dower not wanting to get into Smith, so he basically checked up and went ahead and let it go. A little bit further back, here we go. This right here is the 18, and Timothy Collins and Ronald Shortline right in front of them. Haven't spoke about, but Brian Kidda has worked his way up. Started back in 12th, and I mentioned once again Timothy Collins, Ronald Shortline going at it in that 18 and the 60 or the 383 of Shoreline. You can see that black truck with the pink wheels right there. These guys right here may be going 3 wide here very soon as Charles and Trail is trying to close that gap up. Another issue, guys might not know, is what happens on these short tracks. You tend to fight lap traffic. That is one thing I'll say. We're not to that point yet, but it will happen if we tend to stay green eventually. Right now we're still about a half a track behind some of this lap traffic, but you just never know. It could cause problems later on. Here comes Dower once again, looking to the inside of Gary Smith. Of course, Smith using that super outside line and a 62. Not going to be able to get him there. So if you're in this situation, if you're Sean Dower, what do? You're on lap 21. You're not going to use the bumper right now. That's just being honest. You're basically going to try to force this 31 to make a mistake. Now, here's a chance. He's side by side with him down the backstretch. He is going to be able to get it on the exit. Great pass there as the 31 slid up a little bit too far. I will say, in turns 1 and 2 at Iowa, there is a lot more bumps than going into turn 3 and 4. So there's a lot more, your truck's a lot more upset. And you can see it right here. The truck's bouncing a little bit here as they work off to the backstretch. And I don't know if he's going to run high here in 2 and 4. We'll see. But you can see the bumps are not there as much. And there you see him running that high line. Pretty smooth there. But if he goes down into turn 1 and 2, if he runs that same type of line, the bumps they're pretty horrible going in. Let's see if he does it. You see him running right below that black seam. So he's not really wanting to run the high line at the moment. You can't blame him. The bumps are pretty bad. Back here, Paul Belson, Tristan Rogers. Rogers has done pretty solid here, up to 6, so he's gained 1 spot at 23.563. Give you a definition of the lap time fall off. Right now, for our leader, is it over a second lap fall off at 23.336 is the best lap for Justin Brown to a 23.254 his last lap. The lap times have definitely fallen off quite a bit here over this long part of the race. Here they come out of turn 4. Great opportunity here for Rogers. Going to be able to stay side by side. Let's see what happens going down into turn 1. If Rogers is able to stay there, the 15 going to power up. Maybe getting to the wall as the sparks fly. Rogers going to take that spot away. He's going to move him now up to the P5 spot out of turn number 2. A little bit further back. Let's jump back here. Ronald Shoreline. These guys back here have been going at it for a few laps now as Joe Morgani right now riding into 8th place. And here comes that black truck to Ronald Shoreline underneath. Not going to be able to get it as Morgani using that high line. Does have a win this season. Picked up a win a few weeks ago back at Michigan. Don't hold me to it, but I believe it was Michigan if I remember correctly. Morgani actually getting a little bit of sparks flying. Going down into turn number 3. He's going to lose up a couple spots here with that damage. Let's see if we can actually take a peek at that. I don't think he got much. A little bit there. See if I can hop on board. Yeah, he'll be all right with that. This guy does broadcast on Twitch as well, guys. You guys can head over and check him out inboard or onboard camera. Here comes the 85. Rogers still running in 5th place. Right now, Rogers pretty fast. Looking at the times at the line, no one really close to touching Justin's time, but there is some pretty fast guys a little bit further back, including this guy, Melvin White and Ronald Shoreline. Both have kind of picked up their pace just a little bit over the course of this one. So we're about to be on lap 30 already as we stay green here from Iowa Speedway. Of course, you're watching the Asylum Racing League. You guys can check them out on Facebook if anybody's interested. These guys currently looking for some sponsors. So if you want to be part of the broadcast, come over and talk to them, sponsor some races and all that. Pretty cheap. I'm sure that they'll get you a great deal on it. Come over and talk to them. It helps them out with prize money and all that if they want to give anything like that away. It'd be awesome to get a big time sponsor in here. You never know. These guys are great though, and I don't say that about every league. I'll be honest. There's a few leagues that I broadcast that you see a lot of potential in. Actually, I think all the leagues I broadcast I see potential in. But there's certain ones that really stand out, especially new leagues that kind of stand out. This is one of them leagues that really start to stand out when you look at it as far as the potential where it can grow. Some of the other leagues we broadcast have already been established. They're well known or something like that. But these guys still somewhat new and trying to, or definitely making the most of everything right now. But we've seen some great racing this year from them. Last week we was at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and it was Danny Rogers picking up that win with Dan Matthews finishing second, and Ronald Sherline, Sean Dower fourth, and Melvin White finishing fifth in that race. That race pretty much dominated by Danny Rogers. Right now, Rogers not really dominating. He was your pole sitter, but Justin Brown's been the one out front right now. That race last week only had 3 cautions for 10 laps. How about that? You want to talk about leads? And that ain't nothing. We went to Las Vegas the first week I ever broadcasted these guys and caution free for that one. Michigan, not that bad as well. Gary Schmidt is actually dropping back quite a bit here. He may be under attack now. Rogers done great in that 85 truck. Last time by, actually faster than our leader. And the 31 may be coming to pit road. I think he's had enough of them tires. He's going to bring that truck to pit road. Change 4 fresh Goodyear tires, put some new ones on. Splash of gas, be done in the way. Gas not too important here, but look how tight that pit road is. Of course, you don't want to get caught speeding here. You'll be multiple laps down if you do, especially under green flag conditions. That is a stop and go penalty, as you see a little bit of blinking issue there from Rogers. So what's this going to do is going to be the question. Gary Smith went in. Will this draw the rest of them in, or is that just some strategy? Maybe he's going to try on his own. You see him coming down into his pit box right there. He'll be sliding down in it. And let's see if he takes 4 tires or not. I'm definitely sure he will. The right side goes up and no damage, so this is scheduled, I'm pretty sure. And the left's going to go up and he'll be done in the way here in just a moment. So the question is going to be, will this draw everybody else in? You can see right there, he is going to go 1 lap down. But actually, I take that back. That is going to put him 2 laps down with that pit stop. So that goes to show how much time you can lose on pit road. 42 seconds total time on pit road. A solid stop in the 14.6. But you see how much time you actually lose on pit road. So the question is going to be, does this draw anybody else down the pit road? Right now, the answer would be no from what I'm seeing. As we start to get a little bit spaced out here. Closest battle right here is the 15. Trying to catch up to Melvin White. White has picked up, moved up to the field a little bit. Of course, tomorrow night, guys, the Western Super Series will be put guys around 9 o'clock. We will be, I apologize, around 9:50. We will be live with that. Me and Kyler Hope in the booth. Hopefully, Kyler will be there. He works on Speed 51 crew. So hopefully, he'll be there. If not, I'll be there calling that one. Some late model action, always fun. And I think it's New Hampshire tomorrow night. That's going to be a fun one. And then, of course, on Wednesday, back for Top Fuel Racing. Here comes the 15 of Bilson looking on the bumper. Melvin White in that 33. Right behind them, you see Ronald Sherline has closed the gap up quite a bit. And to give you guys an idea, if we start seeing pit stops right now, this could work out solid for Gary Schmidt, but pit stops we're not seeing. By the way, here's a definition of the pass on a long run. You see side by side, the 15 is going to drive it pretty deep. Going to try to slide job, not going to be able to get there. This is going to allow Sherline to get around on the outside. The 15 Bilson might have to go up to block. Let's see if Sherline looks to the inside. Not going to happen. Melvin White able to extend that, though, a few car lengths as they work out of turn 2. Sherline's been the one to really watch right now. He's probably putting together some pretty solid laps. Currently 7th. He actually dropped back quite a bit ways. I believe he's back to 10th at one point. But he is moving up right now, 1 spot from where he started. again. Melvin White, Paul Bilson. Bilson definitely faster, just so tough to get around. Bilson not probably where he wants to be. He has dropped 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. But trying to get one of those spots back. See how deep he drives it in turn 1, or will he drive it in deep at all? Looks like he's going to elect not to. See how much that truck pushes up out of turn 2. Great little battle right here. 3 cars in this one. Melvin White, Paul Bilson, Ronald Sherline. All battling for the 5th position. Great position so far. Shot once again by these guys. Well, I said they're one of my favorite leagues to broadcast. Definitely there. All right, so we do got another car coming down pit road. Timothy Collins has came down. Charles Luttrell coming down. So we're starting to see, with this many cars, I think you've got to kind of be forced to come to pit road. If you're some of these leaders, you have to do something to slow Justin Brown down, as Justin right now putting a whipping on the rest of the field. Over 3 seconds ahead right now as they exit turn number 4, cross the start-finish line. 43 laps led currently for the driver of the 81 truck. 2 more back on the turn there. And I want to mention, I don't know what. Let's see. Timothy Collins a little slow on pit road. Great stop here for Charles Luttrell. Collins 3 laps down at the moment. Of course, fresh tires. 3 laps down. Paul Bilson hitting pit road, so green flag pit stop's underway. You kind of see Bilson right here. You can keep that on mind. He is on pit road, so it gives us opportunity to give you guys. The 81 is going to work on some of the live traffic as Casey Flegel working out of turn 4. Oh, look at Bilson right now. You can see that pit stop. Anything under 15 seconds is pretty solid. Let's see how he does. 14 flat. That's a great stop. Really good stop for him. Todd Dower goes around. Jump back a little bit. Ronald Sherline getting around 30, or the, yeah, that was the 31 of Gary Schmidt. Of course, he's been on and off pit road. You see the difference in tires. Look at that quick 31. So what do you do if you're one of them slower trucks? You're going to try to get in that position, I think. And that's exactly what Ronald Sherline did. So great job there. That's 31 going to look right here underneath Melvin Watt. And he's going to drive in pretty easily and take that spot away. So everybody else hasn't hit pit road. So that's going to allow us to take a quick break, guys. I got to grab me a drink. We'll be right back right after this. ESPN Iowa 120 for the Asylum Racing Series. Be right back. Right after this. Welcome back to the Asylum Racing Series. We are green flagging this one. Yet to see that yellow flag fly. We are just about halfway here at Iowa Speedway, and yet to see all them pit stops happen. Very interested in this right now. At the moment, everybody's spaced out for the most part. There's not really much really happening. This is Harper with a little bit of damage, I believe. I think this might have just happened, guys. He's gonna bring the truck down. Let's see. I don't know where that happened at. Did not see it. That's a cool looking nose on that truck, though. I'm not gonna lie. That paint is awesome. Currently running at 11th right now. Has yet to be on pit road as well, from what I'm seeing. Here we go. Pole position. Brian Kidda and Ronald Sherline. Sherline was picking up a lot of speed. Look at that 113. This is going to cause problems. Almost making contact. Sherline, that was about as close as you can get. Watch this. Look how close to that 66. That thing at 113 kind of scared him up the track a little bit. Sherline does a great job of avoiding Brian. And look at this. Pit stops underway. Everybody coming down for the most part. Kidda coming down. Melvin White, Sherline from 5th back to 7th, all coming up pit road. Who else was that that's coming down? Someone else actually just hit pit road. I'm not sure. Oh, that is Lindsey Harper on pit road as well, making his stop. Danny Rogers hitting pit road. This is the halfway point. These guys know they can make it to the end, so I like Rogers' strategy here to go ahead and pit. Why would you not? You know? I think it's going to force Justin Brown as well. Yep, Brown is on pit road. So Dower's going to stay out and possibly lead a lap. Have to wait and see. Yes, he will lead one lap. From the looks of it. He does. So 13.6 for White and Sherline. Great stops from the 33 and the 383. Justin Brown, current leader, or so far, Dower right now leading. See what he can do here as he is on pit road at the moment. Rogers just now hit pit road as well. Justin Brown, let's see what kind of stop he gets. See if it's solid. Up and down at a 13.4. So that right there is the fastest pit stop we have seen all night from anyone. Justin Brown, the first one to do that. So he's going to slide back up. Right in front of him is the Hornet's Nest. Now here's where he's got to be careful, because these guys are in front of him for position. He'll pit just a little bit early. He does not want to get into the back of none of these guys. Actually, I apologize. They are not for position. They are currently a lap down. And of course, they're fighting for positions. There we go. First wreck going to happen to the inside. The 18 and the 66. What's going to happen to Brian Kidda? He's going to keep it on the apron. We stayed green flag because it's happened down off the track. So let's look at it. See him on board right now. As they go through the grass. Caution does not come out for that. We stay green. Kidda falls back to 11th. Sherline back to 10th right now. This all happened right in front of Justin Brown. Now he's got to run down Gary Schmid, by the way. Schmid already has hit pit road right now, leading by 3 laps. To be honest, he should be able to run him down pretty quick, but this could work out if we get a caution that comes out. It may pay off for the 31 truck. Here we go. Sherline, Timothy Collins. Of course, Collins with that little bit as he spun through the grass. Sherline going to take that spot away. Now focusing on the lap car of Casey Freeman. Casey, unfortunately, did not get the start he wanted in this race. Running 13th. His lap time was actually pretty solid, to be honest. Just the start he got was not what he really wanted. Back right now is Sean Dower. Going around, and he sets his sights on Ronald Sherline. Sherline still trying to get over the lap car right now. Here comes Dower looking to the outside. Going to use that high line momentum through 3 and 4. 62, almost getting into the wall. Great pass here. Dower definitely want to move up and take that spot. By the way, there you go. Justin Brown just retakes the lead here on a lap 69 as they work off turn 2. As Schmidt going to slide back now as Danny Rogers is going to fall. Be the next one to catch Gary. We'll have to wait and see. Everybody right now single file in the field of what we see. Nobody right now, by the way, 6 cars or 5 cars on the lead lap. That is it. Melvin White being the first car, so if caution does come out, he would be your lucky dog. Charles Luttrell trying to stay in front of the leader so he does not go a lap down. But there you see the leader coming off turn 2, so Luttrell's going to be a little bit of trouble here. He needs to stay out in front of the 81. If not, he's going to be the lucky dog, which is a good thing for him, but that would not be good for guys like Melvin White, currently points leader. Lap 72 on the board. Here's the look so far. At your race summary, 4 lead changes. Only 1 has happened on the racetrack under, we'll call it 2 under green actually, because Schmidt got around, or Brown got around Gary a few moments ago. And there you see Rogers going around him. Sean Dower is a lap down. He's going to try to get on a 31 as well. This is not for position, but a little bit of action. As 62 making his way around. So Paul Bilson has to run down the 31 now. As let's see, closest one for position would be right here. Ronald Sherline and Joe Morgani for the 8th place spot. Morgani right now running pretty solid lap times, but last time by was about 6/10 slower than Sherline and Morgani into the wall. Here comes Sherline, and will he going to get it? At the moment, no. Watch for the high line charge from the 53. Morgani may try to cross him up down here in 1. He's going to stay on the high line. There comes the slide up in front to stop that momentum, and Sherline going to take over the 8th spot. But Charles Luttrell, haven't really spoke too much about him tonight. He's been kind of quiet. That's usually a good thing when I don't speak about you too much. Usually you just kept your nose clean. All these guys kind of spaced out. Brian Rogers, Tristan, or Brian Kennedy, Tristan Rogers. I don't know what happened to Tristan. Lap time wise, not bad. I think it was a little bit of a pit road problem because there is some damage actually on that truck. I'm not sure where that came from. Didn't see it. On that number 85 EVGA truck. I'm not sure exactly where that came from. Brian Kenner right there, by the way, going around the Paul Bilson machine. Of course, Bilson not for position. Kenner trying to get around him and try to work on Rogers. Melvin White, let's hop on board. Let's take a ride around this place. Working in turn 3. See, he's running that middle lane right now. See, I personally, my personal opinion, he's got somewhat first tire 16 laps. I would personally run that high line in the 3, but I like where he's running down to 1 and 2. I think right there where he's running a pretty solid line as he tries to run down Charles Luttrell right here in front of him. Should be able to get this spot. A pretty big lap difference on tires. Luttrell into the scrape of the wall. Thought he almost got it. But Melvin White going to move back into the top 5 here so far of this one. Dower now working on Luttrell at 07. Going to be able to take that away. Keep in mind, all this happening right in front of Danny Rogers. Rogers doesn't make quick work as Luttrell gets into the wall right in front of Rogers, but able to keep it out of the way. So that's a good thing. Good job by Charles there. I know these guys are not the biggest fans of this racetrack, so what's that mean? Well, we're going to mix it up even more next week. Next week is a shootout for anyone that wants to or decide they want to try to win a race here. Because next week they had the Talladega Super Speedway. The 2.5 mile Goliath track is going to put some hurting on some cars, but put somebody in victory lane. Somebody that may not have been there yet this season. It'll be a fun one. And if you're into super speedway racing, you can watch that Friday. Now racing East Series. Be at Talladega. Their chase race getting ready to start here soon. Or they'll be at Daytona, I think. Sean Dower once again trying to get around Melvin White. This is a pretty big pass here for Dower if he's able to get around it because of the point situation. You see Dower right here looking underneath. Dower right now only 1 point behind Melvin White, but keep in mind Dower does have a lap led tonight, so that definitely could help him here in the points. We may have a new points leader coming out of this one. Right there, Dower's going to drive it underneath. He's going to slide John up in front. There you go. Takes that spot away. Great pass there, about a 62. Now the one on the other hand, he's going to drive by both. Maybe don't slide up. Nope. Good job so far. So it's all about points awareness. Even though this is only week 4 of the 12-week schedule, it is still very important to pay attention to that. Don't want to give up points where you don't want to lose points when you don't want to lose them. Ronald Sherline trying to run down Charles Luttrell. These guys right here on a big difference in tires. About 15 lap difference, 15 or 16 laps. It's impressive. I just want to point this out, and I'm not trying to jinx it. Do I even want to mention it, what I'm seeing right now here at Iowa Speedway? We're on 87 laps now. I want to jinx it by saying this, but I'm very impressed. I only see no cautions tonight. I'm just going to be honest. But I'm not surprised by this group of guys. They got a lot of respect for each other in this league. That is one thing I do really, really appreciate about it. Sherline trying to take over 7th. Underneath, slide up in front. Is he going to be able to slide up? There you go, slide job, and Sherline takes it away from the trail. Now the trail's going to have to drive it in deep to try to take it back away. And that high line momentum, you see that truck bouncing on that high side. Sherline able to still utilize the high line momentum and able to get back around him. So now that has spaced out quite a bit. Lindsey Harper back here working on Collins. Collins right now in 12th. Harper in the 13th position. This is the 31 Gary Smith. By the way, kind of surprised Gary's actually still in 3rd. Not by a ton. About a second and a half over Paul Bilson. Gotta like that. They're doing a pretty decent job. I'm curious though, will that be enough gas? It's been a while since he's been on pit road, 55 laps, and we're seeing a bunch of pit strategies, so I'm wondering if he's going to have enough to make it to the end. Should, but you just never know. Looking down at Iowa Speedway. Watching 3rd place right now, battling the 51 of Lindsey Harper. Of course, Harper is a few laps down, unfortunately. Got a good chance to make up all this time next week, though, with Talladega Super Speedway. Everybody right now spaced out pretty significantly. Closest one we got is in 3rd, which Bilson trying to catch in the 31. There's Bilson right now. And as far as lap times go, Smith actually was a little faster last time. Sean Dower was the fastest in the field last time by. Then it was Danny Rogers and Justin Brown. And there's Dower. You see Danny Rogers right there behind him. 4 cars on the lead lap. You want short track racing, this is something you got to deal with. And what's bad about it is, say if we do get to yellow, and that's a big if, but we haven't had one yet. If we do get to yellow, it makes it interesting because only one car is going to get the wave around, or the left and go. Right now, it would be the 62 truck that we see right now on the screen, that green truck, Sean Ballard. But everybody else is going to have to take the waiver run, and you would have to take it, I think. If you know you don't have a top 5 truck, you've got to pit. But, I don't know. If you're in that situation, I don't know what you do. I guess you would have to take the waiver round, get back on the lap, and hope another caution comes out. Dowers sliding up, almost getting to the side of the wheel truck. Let's look around. Bilson still hasn't caught. There you see the 31 coming up pit road. That is something we knew it would have to happen. He only goes about 60 laps here on that tank of gas. And he's bringing that truck to pit road. And unfortunately, that's going to knock him probably outside the top 10, or at least close to it. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'll make up some of these spots, I would guess, but probably was hoping for a caution. So that's going to put Paul Bilson in that situation as well. I don't think Bilson can make it to the end. I think he can only go about 10 more laps as well. So that's not good. He is going to go a lap down here. So the bad thing about Bilson being going a lap down right here, yeah, he's going to bring that truck to pit road. He doesn't know he's going to be short. Everybody else is good, with the exception of Charles Luttrell and Joe Morgani's really close, but I think that he's going to be a little bit short too. So what do you do now? Dower's going to take over third. Justin Brown, Danny Rogers, Sean Dower, Melvin White. And then let me check back here. Gary Smith, as we talked about, where is he going to end up? Right now, 11th. He is going to pick up one spot as Morgani's on pit, or I'm sorry, Bilson's on pit road. And right there, he picks up the 10th spot. So that's going to be 10th. He's probably going to pick up another spot because I think Morgani's short, and I know Charles Luttrell's short. Let's see, the 31 to 18 by the 383 of Shoreline. The question is going to be where will these two guys fit? We'll be watching out. As I mentioned, next week, Talladega Super Speedway here in the Asylum Racing Series. Tomorrow night, the Western Super Series around 10 o'clock. I'll be live. Y'all like short track racing action? Tune in tomorrow. We'll be at New Hampshire tomorrow, so it's a little bit bigger track than what the guys are used to. As Melvin White has came down the pit road. That's kind of a surprise. I didn't think we'd see him on pit road. This is actually kind of big because, yeah, I'm surprised at this actually. Let me look. Hold on. I think Melvin White, I thought he had enough to go to the end, but apparently not. So as far as points go, this is absolutely huge for Melvin because he's going to lose a couple spots. He's going to show back in 11th, possibly 12th. Now he's going to be back in 11th place. A lot of spots lost there. So Shoreline moves into 4th now. Kenna moves into 5th. Tristan Rogers now back up to 6th. And everybody else from 6th place up can make it. Charles Luttrell and Joe Morgani cannot. Morgani's close, but I don't think, yeah, he's still going to be about 5 or 6 laps short. Unless he saves some. But if that's the case, she's still going to lose probably a few spots. So here comes the 31. And you just see exactly what happens with fresh tires. Smith takes over 8th. Melvin White, still in his box actually. Wait a minute, something's going on. He's back on pit road again. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but Melvin White on pit road and sitting there. I think he had a penalty, guys. truck don't look horrible, so I believe this is a penalty. You see the 1213 there as well. So your points are on pit road, not sure what's going on. Waiting to see if he pulls out any time. And that's Mama still sitting there. Let me go back to him. Oh, there he goes. So it was a penalty. Oh man, that's horrible. Justin Brown sliding up. Coming about 10 laps to go here in a couple of laps. It has been the Justin White show. 97 laps led. Only first and second place, the only cars on the lead lap. Dominating performance tonight. But a great race nonetheless. I like broadcasting no caution races. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy it. Makes it interesting for everybody. So here's Charles Luttrell. I think he's setting his car off, by the way. No, he's gonna try to make it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he can make it. I'm showing 63 laps. But at the moment, if he can make it, then Joe Morgani can make it. If he can even get close to making it. Well, I'll be watching that. Melvin White showing in 12th place now. Lindsey Harper actually trying to run him down. 51. Gonna go around the 62. There goes the 51. Will we see a yellow? Lindsey Harper goes. Yellow flag is out. We get a late yellow as the 51 goes around. How about that? And I'll be honest, the caution came out kind of weird. I don't know where the caution actually came out on that one. It didn't come out on the others. But there you go. The caution flag comes out after a spin of Lindsey Harper. Let's see. Back it just kicks around. Well, well, well. What do we have here? This is interesting. To be honest, what do you do if you're Sherline or Kidda or some of these other guys? I mean, Sean Dower's your lucky dog. He's going to be back on the lead lap, but he's going to be starting behind all these guys. The race is all going to be right now for first or second. I'm just going to be honest, between Rogers and Brown. Dower's going to have to drive his tail off to get back up front. Wow, that changed everything. That is absolutely insane. So, Rogers or Harper went around. Pit road's open. Here you go. You want to see a big race off pit road? I talk about it every week. You want a money stop? This is going to be it. You have to have a good stop on pit road. Like, this is 100% guaranteed. You have to have a great stop if you want to win this one. And these tires are worn out, so they're going to slide a little bit. Here we go. Here comes the 1. And the 81, did he mess up? Anybody mess up? Nope, everybody looks good. Right sides go up. It took a little long on that right side for Rogers. Up, up. 81's down and away. 1's down and away. First and second, Justin Brown and Danny Rogers off pit road. And you see Justin Brown a little bit faster pit stop. And Rogers as well. You see Sean Dower, by the way. So this is interesting. There you go. He just let him by. Yeah, he's going to come down pit road now because he was the lucky dog. So he's going to come down. He's going to have to drop it all the way back. Waiting to see who's on the lead lap and who's not. And what I'm seeing, it's only going to be 3 cars on the lead lap. All race long without a caution, and a caution pokes its head at the wrong time. as we have been 114 laps caution free. We're going to only have about 4 laps remaining. Things are about to get crazy, I'm going to be honest, because Danny Rogers is one of the guys that knows how to hot lap. Justin Brown's really good on the longer parts of the race, and I mean, Rogers definitely has a chance here to kind of upset Brown, I think. I don't know if it'd be an upset by any means, because Rogers is really good, a good driver as well. But, you know, if you're Justin Brown, that's the last thing you really wanted to see. You don't want to have to worry about it. I mean, he was on his way to a dominating win. 105 laps led so far, as the pace lights are going to stay on. So, take a quick identification break, guys, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Iowa 120 after a wild and crazy race so far. It looked like it was all but settled, or all but finished, when the caution flag reared its ugly head for Justin Brown. Danny Rogers currently second now. After 106 laps led by the 81, we are going to have 3 to go once we hit the line. And it's getting ready to get crazy, and what's even more crazy is Sean Dower right here going to have to start behind all these cars. He's in third, so don't want to count him out by any means, but you gotta wonder here what's going to happen up front. So that's what we're going to be paying attention to. Right now, your top 5, of course, 5th place, 1 lap down still. That's how crazy this race has been. We haven't had we've been consistent drop the green flag, so Brian Kennett is back on the lead lap as well in 4th place. He's going to be starting behind Sean Dower. Of course, he's on old tires, so keep that in mind. Pace car is going to drop. Who's it going to be? As we are green flag side by side. Want to start by the 81 and the 1. Can Danny Rogers use that momentum to try to get up to the 81's bumper? Will we see the late race contact? Comes the 1. He's going to have a run off turn 2. You see the 1 looking to the inside. Rogers drove it in deep, side by side off turn 4. Sliding up. The momentum is going to help the 1 or the 81. Then you got the 31 there. That 31 right now, by the way, is back in 7th place. 2 laps down, almost a bump there from Danny Rogers. Not going to be able to get to it. He's going to have 1 more lap to do this. 2 more turns, 3 more turns. He's got to set him up here and then get him down in turn 1. You see it right there. Driving up off turn 4. Here we go. White flag in the air. What would Danny Rogers do to get this win over Justin Brown? Down into turn 1 and 2. Rogers going to use a little bit of high line here. He may have slid up too much off turn 2. 1 more shot. Here we go. He's going to drive it in super deep. Underneath into turn 1. He's got a hole. Danny Rogers going to slide up, almost making contact, both in the wall. Who's it going to be? 81. Justin Brown wins at Iowa. Sean Dower finishes in 3rd as chaos happens on the last lap. There you look right here. What a drive by both of them guys, giving it everything they have. Both of them into the wall. What a race. And a little bit of love given by the 1 of Danny Rogers. But your winner here tonight is going to be Justin Brown, who's going to be parking it here on the straightaway. A little bit of damage off that turn 4 incident. Absolutely chaos on that last lap between the 2 guys. We're going to speak to Justin as the 18 gets into him a little bit. Oh, gosh. Let's talk to him. Justin Brown, you got a copy? Justin, you got me?
I got you.
Man, 110 laps led. might not mean as much as that last lap. That last lap was beyond chaos. You chose the outside, or I mean, you decided to elect to go to the outside in turn 3 and 4. You was able to hold off Danny Rogers, who basically sent it underneath. Talk us through the last couple laps, especially at restart.
Yeah, I know. Danny's car was pretty good. I think I was a little bit better on the short run. I think we evened out as the run went on, and so I knew I had to have the 3 and 4 of the outside there to kind of keep my momentum up. But yeah, I knew he was going to send it in there. I was just hoping I can get back to the gas before he can get to my left rear, and got into the wall a little bit, but ended up bringing it home.
Yeah, picking up 110 laps led, most laps led all season by any guy in a race. So you did a great job on that. And I know this has got to be a nice win for you. Tell us a little bit about Iowa, though, man. Do you like the track? I mean, you come out here and dominate, but this is a tough place to get around.
But yeah, this is one of the few tracks that's pretty line sensitive. I mean, you got to run the pretty much the first seam, 1 and 2, and the third seam, and 3 and 4, really to kind of get some good lap time. But it's a fun track, definitely challenging. Just to kind of figure out where you want to run and as the run goes on. But pretty good night so far.
Yeah, man, not bad at all. So any shout-outs or anything like that you want to give out before we go talk to Danny?
Yeah, appreciate Dan for putting the league on. Tristan for all he does. Man, pretty good group of guys in here. We all have a lot of fun, so just appreciate all their help.
Good job making the race fun, man. That was great.
Appreciate it.
Move back down. Bring in Danny Rogers, who finishes in second place tonight. Danny, you got me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Second place, man. Almost was able to get him off turn 4. Talk us through that last turn. Looked like he was trying to set him up off turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, I was going to try to make him overdrive it. You know, he dominated that race, and I just played the conservative mode way too much. I never really pushed a truck. I figured I could catch him in the long run, but hell, I mean, after 30 laps, our lap times were about equal.
They was really close. Like I noticed, there was very few times I was like within hundredths of each other every lap. So, talk to us a little bit, Ben, on this long run. The tires fell off a lot for a lot of guys, but you and Justin, one of the guys and Sean, I guess we can go ahead and throw him in that, was the ones that were able to make the tires work. We talked about it at the start of the race, and you said you was going to conserve a little bit.
Right, and yeah, we talked about our tire wear from the last pit stop with the 5 to go there. I asked the other drivers what their tire wear was. Justin's right front was a 90, and I think it was a 82 on the right rear, and mine was just 1 better than his.
Right.
So it showed me I did conserve a little bit more than him, but it just wasn't enough to notice a speed difference. But what I noticed from the other drivers that we were lapping that pitted a lot more than what I think there was a couple guys that pitted 3 times in that race.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I notice a lot of these guys, man, they're just over driving their trucks too hard on entry. And when you do that, you're just going to wash up the racetrack.
Yeah.
So I just, me and Justin, we ran enough laps around here. I have a lot of respect for Justin, and we pretty much know how to use the brake control and the throttle control on this track. Yeah. But he was just a lot better. Any track on iRacing, I am not very good on short runs. I'm more of a conservative racer. Right. I like long green flag runs, and I just screwed up tonight. I could have pushed it a lot harder, but he was just better on the short run.
Well, you still did a good job, so you can't complain. Second place, not too bad, man. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody in the league again, Tristan, for putting this on. And I don't know, Dan's going through some issues right now, and we're praying for him, and hopefully everything gets better. And just appreciate everybody in the league. Sorry, it's my daughter.
Don't even worry about it, buddy. Don't even worry about it. I got kids. So, man,
got you.
Good job.
Yeah. Thank you, Adam.
We'll move him down. We'll talk to Sean Dower next, who finished in 3rd place. Hey, Sean, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, you kind of drove consistent. I believe you were actually going to take the points lead away, I believe, after this race. Are you thinking about points? This is kind of a short season, so are you thinking about points?
No, actually, I hadn't even been paying attention to it at all. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no idea.
I'm really that far.
Yeah, you.
I mean. You're not kidding. I'm like that high up in the point.
Yeah, you came in here only 1 point behind Melvin White. So, and then you led the lap tonight, and then well, you led 3 laps tonight, and then of course you finished pretty good in 3rd place. So yeah, you're definitely taking over the points lead, I would guess anyway. Yeah, that's gotta be kind of
That's
surprising.
hilarious.
But anyway, man,
Well,
so I gotta ask you about your race tonight. You started in 5th. You was really consistent. I mean, you and the top 2 guys was really consistent on night. So talk us through your night tonight.
I didn't get any practice here at all. Matter of fact, I think the last time I've ever drove Iowa was probably last year. So I didn't really think I was going to do much, but I just figured, I'll try to do what I can. And I drove, and I was doing okay. And I noticed the 5 of us broke away in the very beginning. So I thought, okay, this is cool. I can just run like that. And then I guess I started getting a feel for the track, and I started moving up. And then I don't know if you got to see, but as I went to make a pit, I knew I was going to do a 1 pit stop.
Right.
So when I went to go into the pits, because I hadn't raced here in a year, I passed the pits up, dude. I
That's
literally had
why
to
you
put it
fell
in
back so
reverse.
far.
Yeah, I was in 3rd place. I've got it in reverse. I'm backing up on the side of the pits as cars or trucks go by me, and then I wheel it in thinking I'm gonna get a black flag for bad entry. I didn't get that. Pitted, came out, I think like 10th or something, and just drove, and but yeah, I missed the whole pit
I
entrance,
don't
dude,
think
and I
I've
had to
seen
back
that. I
up.
knew you fell back. I seen that you fell way back, but I didn't really know why. And I think I didn't mention on a broadcast how far you fell. So I got to ask you about next week because it's kind of what I got to do. How do you feel about Talladega?
Yeah, that's the thing. I will say when I'm with my teammates,
Right,
we're almost unbeatable,
right.
but I don't have any. So, and it is what it is. But it's just like the pros say. This any usually the people that win are the people that hardly ever win
Yep,
races,
yep.
and so we'll probably have somebody who is a first time winner. Period.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Well, man, you did a good job tonight. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Just to the my team members at Old Schools Motorsports who watch the broadcast and just chatting and whatnot and give me shout outs, but and then you obviously and Dan with Asylum and the guys here and everybody we race, but you need to get your butt in gear with me as well. You know what I'm saying?
Good job tonight, man.
Appreciate it,
What's
man.
up, buddy? All right, there's Sean Dower finishing in 3rd place. Let's see what here at the race results. Justin Brown, Danny Rogers, Sean Dower, Brian Kidda finishes in 4th. Ronald Sherline, Paul Pilson, Gary Smith, Tristan Rogers, Charles Luttrell, Joe Morgani finishes in 10th. In 11th, Timothy Collins, Melvin White, Lindsey Harper, and Casey Flegel. My thoughts on the race, it was fun. Only 1 caution tonight, and it did not happen until lap 110 or 113, something like that. So yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. I will be back tomorrow night, Western Super Series. I hope everybody had fun. I know I did. So y'all have a great night. Take care. God bless. We'll talk to y'all soon.